is Rear Admiral Olushina Bankole. It's my pleasure having you here this morning, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin Amunde. It's a pleasure to be at your studio and also with the permission of my principal, the Chief of Defense Staff. Let me thank you for what you guys do, sensitizing the public on issues concerning the military, what we do, the sacrifices we make, and all the things we make to make Nigeria safer. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. Of course, you know that Rapid Television is concerned about the activities of the military. We have always been promoting the activities of the military because here we sincerely appreciate what you are doing out there. And it's a sincere prayer that sometime, we'll be able to surmount all of these challenges. Now, let's go to my, let's know what do you think about the military relations and how do you think this can be strengthened to promote security and development in the country, considering your position as the chief civil military relations.
Okay, let me start. Civil military relations, as the word goes, simply is a relationship between the civilians and the military. We should not forget that the military is recruited from a large civilian population. Yes, sir. And after retirement, after serving, you go back to a civilian population. And also, this military is the Nigerian military. So, whatever it is, we have sworn to protect the Nigerian people, Nigerian territory, and infrastructure in Nigeria. That is what the military is doing. Now, about civil military relations, there are actually three tiers in civil military relations. One is the first tier, which is civilian oversight of the military. That is why the Chief of Defense Staff operationally reports to the Chief of to the Commander in Chief, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. So that is civilian oversight of the military. That's why we have oversight functions by the House. They have House, what do they call, committees on defense and co. So that is civilian oversight of the military. The second part is what they call aid to civil authority or aid to civil power. That is why it's enshrined in the Constitution where the President authorizes the military to aid civil authority in terms of disasters. For example, in 2003, in Yenagoa, during the flood, the Navy had to take over to help some people. And also the thing in Maiduguri, during the flood in 2024.
Yeah, I think
So that's what we do. So, and also during elections, the military is deployed by, like the Air Force deploys assets by air to different places. The Navy deploys assets and electionary materials by sea to different places. So that is the second phase of civil military relations. The third phase, which I'm more comfortable with, is what they call civil military cooperation. That is where the military now creates an environment where they can easily operate, where they can easily relate with the civilians. Just like you mentioned, unfortunately, in the last 15, 16 years, we have been fighting an insurgency warfare, mostly in lightly populated, densely populated areas. Now, a survey shows that most of these things where there are insurgencies are the places that are probably low-rich, that don't have the aspect of governance, very poor people. So the military needs to make a kind of governance, semblance of governance there, so that they can actually get information from the people. They can actually earn the trust of the people. They can actually win the hearts and minds of the people. And that's why the military goes out of their way. They do balls, they do solar lightnings, they escort farmers to farm. The idea is to win the hearts and minds of the civilian population to help the military to do their work. Because, for example, maybe I'm from Ogun State, they now deploy me to Maiduguri. I don't know the terrain. It is the people, it's the locals there. That's why we have civilian details. It's locals there. These are the terrains, they identify the bad people, they know what it is. And those are the three layers of civil relations. But what particularly the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwadu Musa, is very particular about non-kinetic efforts to winning the hearts and minds of the people. In warfare, for example, generally when there is warfare, people still come to the table to settle those agreements, to settle the peace. But now what we are doing is that as much as there is room for kinetic warfare because of what is happening in the Sahel, there are some people, bandits, criminals, terrorists that needs to be neutralized. But more importantly, there's what they call the non-kinetic part of it, which is winning at a mind, human relations, soft power, to try and see how we can build peace and build bridges with the people so that there can be a kind of governance. And you, as you know, without peace, there can't be development.
Exactly.
So that is what we're trying to do.
And also we've also noticed there's one thing.
Sensitization. Um, I used to tell people there's nothing better than